Welcome to the Reconnection Club podcast, the show that helps parents heal troubled relationships with their adult sons and daughters. I'm your host, psychotherapist Tina Gilbertson. Each week, I'll offer you compassion, clarity, and personal development tips designed to help you reconnect, not only with your child, but with yourself. Now let's get started. Even during estrangement from your adult child or children, there may be times when there is some contact between you. Maybe they need something and they reach out. Maybe there's a family or a logistical issue that requires communication. Maybe you're both invited to the same event. Whatever it is, if you're like other estranged parents, you might feel a bit nervous when those opportunities arise. Many parents say they feel like they're walking on eggshells around their adult children. They feel uncomfortable, awkward, and also distressed and discouraged to be feeling that way with their own children. They worry about what it means and how long it will last. When can things go back to normal, they wonder. And although the expression walking on eggshells is frequently used, I have a feeling it might be lumping together a few different experiences under the same umbrella. So I wanted to explore what it means to walk on eggshells and hopefully expand on that language a little bit. In this episode, I'll talk about 3 different ways you might find yourself walking on eggshells with your adult child or children. And unfortunately, these can overlap, compounding the unpleasantness of the experience. The first I'll call general uncertainty. This is when you have no idea why your adult child became estranged in the first place, and so you don't know how to behave around them to keep it from happening again. This uncertainty can be lessened by education and/or skill building through resources like the Reconnection Club website. Even if your child can't or won't tell you their reasons for stepping away, there are other ways to discover what might have gone wrong between you that led to estrangement. And that's assuming that anything did go wrong. Sometimes adults just need space, even from good and loving parents. The second potential path to walking on eggshells with your child, which can overlap with uncertainty, is pure fear. Maybe you're afraid of making your child angry or sparking conflict between you. That would make perfect sense if you have experienced frightening displays of anger or conflict that wasn't able to be resolved in a good way in the past. When you've seen how bad things can get, it's wise to be afraid. For many people, a sense of danger in close relationships results from attachment injuries and/or relational trauma. You are the best judge of whether this fear goes beyond your adult child, but it's almost certain that you were not born afraid of making anyone angry. Healing that kind of fear can be the work of a lifetime and very important to your overall well-being. I'll link to some therapist directories in the show notes in case you're looking for support with that. Now, if you don't relate to that sense of fear, and if you do have some idea of what led to your adult child's estrangement, you may still walk on eggshells around them because of a simple lack of confidence. You're trying new behaviors. Maybe you're listening more, or trying to show curiosity rather than concern, or respecting boundaries even when they don't make sense to you. In episode 37, Reconciliation, the 4 Stages of Competence, I talked about the ladder we all climb when developing new skills. We go from not even knowing that we need a certain skill, which is called unconscious incompetence, to trying to perform that skill and finding out how much room there is for improvement, which is called conscious incompetence. And then with practice, we become able to perform the skill if we're paying attention, and that's known as conscious competence. Ending at the stage where we can perform the skill without even thinking about it, with the expert level of unconscious competence. If you're anywhere in the middle of that process, you are consciously practicing new behaviors in an old relationship. That language seems more clear-cut to me and far more empowering than walking on eggshells or being careful around your child. Specifically, what you're doing is practicing new behaviors with your adult child. And since the stakes are high, this is your relationship with your child you're working on, it's stressful to lack confidence in what you're doing. And the conscious practice is mentally exhausting. But that's part of the natural process of skill building. Nothing is wrong with feeling stressed during the conscious phases of gaining competence with important skills. If you're also feeling afraid in the relationship, if you're also feeling uncertain about whether the new behaviors are even the right ones to practice, then all three of those, fear, uncertainty, and a lack of confidence, will give you an intense feeling of walking on eggshells. Since there's no way to know exactly how long this phase will last, it's crucial to make self-care a part of your daily routine. Please have a listen or bookmark right now episode 132, Self-Care for Parents of Estranged Adult Children. You can find that at reconnectionclub.com/132. Walking on eggshells might be inevitable for a time as you and your child come back together and your relationship continues to improve. But hopefully, understanding what's happening and why will ease the extra burden of worry. Until next time, remember that you are a loving, lovable, and still growing human being. So please, take good care of yourself. Bye for now. If you've enjoyed this episode of the Reconnection Club podcast, I invite you to check out reconnectionclub.com. The Reconnection Club is for parents at any stage of estrangement from their adult, child, or children. So whether you've just realized there's trouble between you, you've been living with estrangement for years, or you're newly reconciled but still walking on eggshells, the Reconnection Club is your essential resource for information, support, and continued personal growth. With our courses and workshops, expert interviews, monthly Q&A calls, and a friendly, active community, the Reconnection Club is a wonderful place to be for anyone suffering the pain of estrangement from an adult, child, or children. So check it out at reconnectionclub.com.